think just a quick one today. Gonna head out up past Ivanhoe Beacon because that's always a nice way to ride. What is this Kia doing? What are you doing? Come on, don't be scared. What are you doing? There's no need to be afraid. Right, I kind of need to get past you because this is a bit silly. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm going to go up past Ivanhoe Beacon, probably to Ivanhoe, cut through to the roundabout by College Lake in Tring, and then double back the way I came, almost. That'll give me a nice test to see if everything's working sort of okay. What I did was I turned the noise cancelling off on my Cardo. That explains why you could pretty much only hear my voice the other day, and when I wasn't speaking you could hear nothing. And I've also turned the mic sensitivity down to low so that hopefully you don't hear me breathing like a complete pervert. Because no one needs that, do they? Nobody needs my pervert breathing on a YouTube video. I don't know, maybe they do. There's probably a market for it, let's face it. Especially if you're a woman. There's definitely some men out there that would pay for pervert breathing. Are we in the land of the Muppets or what? I think we might be, you know. Anyway, right, let's do this. I mean, due to the time of day that I'm out, it's going to be sketchy. The traffic's going to be sketchy, especially until I get over the crossroads just up here. So I might have a little bit of filtering to do. I think if you're in the States, filtering is quite a contentious issue. I think it's only legal in some states. In the UK it's completely legal to do. There is a difference between filtering and lane splitting. I like to think of filtering as being just making some progress between two rows of very slow moving traffic, and lane splitting as being a little bit more dangerous and kind of cutting between faster moving traffic on, say, a motorway or a dual carriageway. That's not something that I do. I'd say anything over traffic moving at 30 to 40 and I just won't take the risk. So there's a bit of a gap. Is there enough of a gap to get to the front? That's typical, the lights have gone green now anyway, so I'm not complaining. Saved me a headache of trying to make too much progress. I really hope this is working, because the engine on this bike sounds absolutely fantastic. We're past the bit where I should have slow moving traffic now. Now everything should be alright. I'm not looking to break any speed records today. It's a nice day. I got my sunglasses on. Got a full tank of fuel. Not that that matters because I'm not really going too far at all, so I barely use any. But let's give it a little bit of a squirt past here. Try and be a bit crafty here as well, just see how this pans out, I think. Yeah, we're all good. That car behind me is probably like, ah, fucking biker! But, you know, there was nothing too wrong with what I did. Tell it to the jury, Matt. I think as long as you're not surprising people and coming out of nowhere, generally speaking, it's all good. If you start doing dickish things like literally coming out of nowhere from blind spots, and you're a fool to yourself more than a driver. There's only one person who's going to come off worse off. You know, the really disappointing thing about my video the other day was the GoPro is absolutely brilliant for the resolution and the clarity, but because it's kind of a wide lens, unless you were watching on a bigger screen, you wouldn't have noticed all the deer that I saw. And there were loads of them. It was so nice. And then on Sunday I had to drop something back off for my son quite late at night, and he lives about half an hour away from me. So yeah, I saw a baby fox. Sorry, it wasn't a baby fox, I'm lying, it was just a fox. And I don't really see too many of them, and when I do see them it's always a little bit of a, I don't know, a little bit of a privilege, I feel, because they're quite skittish. Well, they are where I am anyway. I know if you're from London or wherever, I think they've become quite emboldened to humans, probably for a number of reasons. But this car in front of me, this Toyota, was absolutely caning it in front of me. I find it's those types of people that you've got to watch, because they're already in a rush, and I feel like those kinds of people are the ones who really kind of have it in for bikers. Like, yeah, you're not passing me. He's turning off anyway, or she, of course. I don't know if it's a man or a woman, couldn't see. Just assuming their gender. I broke down. The last time my bike broke down, I broke down right by this sign, this bend sign, just here on my left. What a place to break down. That was on my way to jiu-jitsu. And yeah, that was horrible, that was. But touch wood, since then they changed the regulator rectifier, or whatever it's called. I haven't had a problem since. This is a nice overtaking section if A, if it was clear, and B, if we weren't already going an okay-ish speed, and we were currently going just over 50, which is perfectly cool with me. These two roundabouts are the bane of my life. Not so much on a bike, but in a car. People always get in the wrong lane. Always. It wouldn't surprise me if this micro is in the wrong lane. Wouldn't surprise me if they cut across me to go straight on. There we go. Told ya. It's even worse coming from down this hill the other way. Half the people go in the right lane, half the people go in the left lane, and it should be the left lane. But tell you what, if you're a driving instructor and you know those roundabouts, just drop a comment below and let me know that I'm wrong or right. I don't mind being wrong. I've got plenty of space, but just not in the mood. Besides, I'm going 40 and it's 40, so go over to the left, open the corner up a little bit, and drop it in. Get some visibility. Do you know, I pretty much religiously wear earplugs, and I wear earplugs that have really good protection, because what you don't take into account on a bike is the wind noise can be quite loud, and a lot of bikers end up suffering with hearing loss, and I really don't need to suffer with hearing loss any more than I've already got. I've got tinnitus in my left ear pretty much constantly. And yeah, I don't want to make stuff worse, but today I haven't got, because it's only a short ride. The ironic thing is probably the little short rides with no hearing protection, which are the worst for me. Yeah, because it's only a short ride, I haven't got my earplugs in, so everything sounds super loud. I said in my car video the other day, this hill is really, really nice, coming from either way for overtaking, again if it's clear. I've been really unfortunate with traffic. Hello mate. Gonna get even more unfortunate with traffic here. But hey, this is my choice for coming out at just after 4. Oh, she just purrs. It's the visor open, get some fresh air. Now I could either go left or right on these and then just do a circle round and back to the same place. The sensible thing is actually for me to go left, and then once I've done with my little loop that I'm going to do through Ivinghoe, it'll be another left for me back onto this road, rather than going right, cutting across traffic, and then going right again and cutting across traffic. And that fucking pothole was huge. Wow. Oh, a little bit of clutch control there. No need to put the foot down. What are you doing? I'm actually not going to short shift for a little while and let you actually hear my bike. I mean, I redline at 12,500. I'm still only at 6,000 here, doing 50 in second. So just going to keep it in second for a bit. It sounds like she's screaming and she wants to change gear, but still only just above 6,000 revs. I could change, she'd sound a bit more comfortable, but there we go, change now. Do you know what? I'm not even gonna go through Ivanhoe. I'm just gonna double round at the next roundabout and make the most of the faster road. Not that it is particularly fast at the moment. I haven't gone above 60 at all. Subaru. Yeah, just double back round here. The only thing with connecting my intercom to my GoPro is that my GoPro, for some reason, is forgetting the connection to my intercom every time. So I have to keep repairing it, and it's quite annoying. But it may be that I'm doing something wrong. There's every possibility that I'm doing something wrong, or it might just be a quirk that I've got to live with. It's not like it's too often. That I'm intending to come out on these rides. The main thing is I'd like to drive my engagement up, really. I don't want to, you know, I'm not deluded. I don't think I'm ever going to make money off of making these videos, but the engagement would be nice. I suppose there's a limited market for it, really. And I could watch this type of video all day, every day, just in the background, and listen to people's thoughts while they ride, looking at some nice scenery. But I mean, that's just me. That's probably my particular brand of neurodivergency, to be fair. Right. It was a nice little blast, wasn't it? If it's clear up this hill, I might be able to do a little overtakey take. No, it's not going to be worth it. There's a bus up the top. I could probably get past 3 cars. There's just no point. Just no point. I'm moving along quite nicely. Happy with how the ride's going. Not looking to ruin anyone's day. I don't know if you clocked it. I mean, it's pretty hard not to, but I don't know how it's coming across on my GoPro. But the hill on my right is called Ivanhoe Beacon, and you can see all the way across. On my left you can see across to Leighton Buzzard, even probably past that to Milton Keynes. The hill in front of me now is Dunstable Downs. You might be able to see the Lion of Whipsnade just above the tree line. Might be able to, I'm not sure you can. And then from Ivanhoe Beacon as well, behind me you can see across to Aylesbury quite comfortably. It's not a bad part of the world, really. Not a particularly good one either, but it's not bad. And obviously in turn you can kind of see Ivanhoe Beacon and the Whipsnade Lion. You can see them both from miles around as well. It's quite a nice circular walk from the top of Ivanhoe Beacon, but you end up, whichever way you go, you end up walking up a pretty steep hill. So we're coming back down to this awkward little double mini roundabout, and like I say, I would always try and come down here depending on what other traffic's doing. I don't want to piss anyone off, so I tend to come down here and stay in the left hand lane, but so many people go in the right hand lane to go straight on, and I would say that the right hand lane here is to then pick up the right hand lane here to go off towards Hemel. But so many people don't do that. It's a really weird thing. If everyone did the same thing, if everyone got in a right hand lane to go straight on, then I would get it. But it's just a variety of people that do different things, and it almost makes you want to kind of avoid that roundabout, because yeah, it's just so ambiguous. It's just like, put road signs in, you know, road markings. Yeah, baby. If this video has actually gone well and everything kind of sounds more or less as it should, then I'm really quite excited for when I get my chin mount. It's not the final piece of the puzzle, because there's still a lot that I'd like to be able to do and add, but it's a big part of the puzzle. The rest of the rest of the puzzle is my production getting better, and I'm kind of trying to make it more of what will engage people in what they want to see. Like, I see moto vloggers who have really cool little intros and music and all of that stuff, and if things have worked out how I wanted with this and I don't look like too much of a twat, then I've done a little intro video. So we'll see how that pans out. But if anyone's got suggestions or feedback or criticisms or anything they'd like to say, really, then yeah, pop it in the comments, and I'm happy to take anything on board, really. I'm very new to this. I'm very appreciative of anyone who watches for any length of time. I mean, ultimately, if this is just good Grandpa Simpson, old man yells at cloud, and I'm just shouting into the void, then that's okay too. I'm kind of doing this for myself first and foremost, and any engagement that I get is a really, really nice bonus. Oh, let's go. Woo! Yeah, boy. That was nice. Ultimately completely unnecessary, but nice nonetheless. Drop into this lane, both of them go straight on, they both filter down in a minute anyway. Mr. Taxi Driver had the same idea. I really want to put my visor up, but because I'm doing clutch control at the moment. There we go, there we go, there we go. Right, I can breathe again now. Oh, my brakes are really squeaky. Again, it sounds like my bike wants to change gear, but I'm at 4,000 RPM. The engines on these Triumphs, this is in particular is a 2015 Triumph Street Triple 675R. The engines are very, very forgiving. They're very torquey, so she is very comfortable in. I mean, I'm in third now, and just over 2,000 RPM, and she's coping absolutely magically. It's a bit like driving a diesel, but a diesel that can rev high and can really shift. It's a weird thing. So, I'm going to call it there. Thank you for riding along with me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Hopefully everything's worked out well. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Goodbye.